Hey, welcome to the best of everything. I am Ruben Paul, and across from me is my brother, my sick brother from another mother.
I washed my hands too, by the way.
The one and only
They're clean.
Mr. Johnny Sanchez.
Johnny. Oh, we're going Sanchez
Oh,
today.
jeez. Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. That's the proper Spanish. And as some of you know, I also have Spanish blood as well. Pretty high percentage. Thanks.
But it's a lower percentage than...
Well, I told you.
Oh, my God.
They're saying it changed. And
Okay.
so now it looks like I might be equal with the Portuguese and the Spanish now.
Who's they're saying?
Ancestry.
Oh, my God.
They send you updates on your DNA.
Johnny, it's okay, man. It's okay, man.
Oh, wait. No, I hit share. You did it already.
I did it for you.
All right.
So what's up, man? You're fighting off a cold, huh?
So no, but man, I was down for the count last week, bro. So last week, I can remember I came in and I go, man, I got a little sore throat. That's my sign right there, the sore throat. We finished here. Not only did I get the Zicam, I got the Ultra. They have new Ultra Zicam.
Okay, relax. I know about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't know. So I take Ultra Zicam, and dude, every 3 hours just like I used to in the past, and nothing, dude. It
didn't work.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
And it has not worked the last 3 times. You know what I think it is? I'm immune.
Yeah.
I bet my immunity, because my immunities are badass.
You know
dude.
what you could do?
My immunities are like this.
Oh,
they were. That's right.
Yeah, they're not anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
they're down for the count.
They're like this. They're like Chris. They're just no punches. They're just like bobbing and
You're
weaving.
getting hit, man. You're like an old boxer now.
I'm an old boxer, dude.
Yeah.
So I got to switch it up to. You said you took Mucinex or something?
Yeah, well,
ahead of time?
sometimes, yeah. Like, a lot of times people take meds, when it's full blown, when they actually have the flu.
It's already.
So I was kind of in desperate mode because I think I probably was about to catch it from you. So I just
I didn't even touch you or breathe on you.
By accident. You're like, oh, dude, I'm sick. And I'm like, oh.
But didn't you go wash your hands?
It was too late.
No, I don't think
it was
that
too late,
happened.
man. It was too late. It was like being bit by a spider.
No.
Yeah, it was too late. it was too late.
But I got
man.
video of us, and you go, what's up, man, like this? And I went, like that. I got a snap screenshot of
Whatever,
it.
dude.
I don't think I shook your hand that last week. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you did, man. You did.
Okay.
It's okay though, because I beat it. Because my immune system is
Your immune system is Ali.
Ali.
My immune system is
Roberto Duran no
Pepino
mas.
Cuevas.
No, it's no Roberto Duran no mas.
No mas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Like no mas, man. We can't do it, huh?
Well,
Here comes a virus. Hey,
here comes a virus.
The virus all, I'm taking you down, fucker. And he's all, hey, you know what?
Why
man?
is the virus a redneck?
Yeah, well, kind of
I'm taking you down, fucker.
I'm taking you down, man. This is virus in America. And then he's like, you know what? How about we not fight and just like let's just like lay down.
Well, you know where you could have got it from?
In South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a southern bug. I got the southern bug,
How do you know
man.
it's a southern bug?
Well, because I felt it the next morning after flying back from Columbia, South Kakalaki.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Probably one of them gosh damn skeeters.
Okay.
You know what? That was the right accent. Because I'll tell you right now, one of them gosh damn freaking skeeters.
Was B sick?
No, and none of the kids were sick. None of the kids were sick either, man. But it wouldn't have been at the party because that was a Saturday. I didn't start feeling it till Wednesday morning.
Well, it could have been dormant and then just sprung up on you.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe at that kid's party then.
Could have.
All those kids around.
Sometimes people are carrying things and don't even realize it, and then it just.
This was definitely a southern bug, dude. Bigger, slower. I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. Well, you got a racist bug.
That's why the Zicam didn't do anything.
It's gonna make you sick, Miskin.
Yeah, that's it, man. I got. You can try to shoot me with that Confederate black flag, but it ain't gonna work.
So.
Get it? Confederate black flag.
I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
Instead of black flag.
Yeah, we get it. We get
All
it. So last night was great. At Ruby Tuesdays.
Let's talk about your show.
You didn't come by last night.
I have been down for the count. I'm like,
That's right. You've been sick. was a good night, man. It was just Chris Spencer. Was
Chris
on
is
the show.
always funny, man.
Chris is great. He closed it out.
Did he still have the sun in his eyes when he's on stage?
What are you talking about?
Chris Spencer.
What are you talking about?
You ever notice? He's always like this. Sun glare. I call him Sun Glare Spencer.
Oh, that's your nickname for him, Sun Glare?
It's like he even backstage.
I got to get him to come do the show.
Yeah,
He's been
man.
talking about it.
Oh my god. I told you, let's get all of our friends on the show. It doesn't matter if they're just comics.
All our friends. Chris doesn't care for you very much, Johnny.
Yeah, he was always. Chris is that dude. No, I love Chris.
You know what's funny? Whenever I call people, you're always in like, Johnny.
Oh, Sun Glare said that too. What's up, man?
You have a little, and now you wonder why.
But he'll say that backstage where it's dark.
Sun Glare
Spencer. I'm like, what's up, Chris? He's like, what's up, Sanchez? Motherfucker Sanchez. What's up, man?
See, this is for the people who are watching this live, but the people who are listening to the podcast, Johnny's literally acting. Literally acting like the sun.
I love when you mess up. It's the best.
I know.
At least you acknowledge it.
Yeah. Johnny's acting like the sun is in his eyes while he's talking. That's why he's calling Chris Spencer Sun Glare.
Sun Glare Spencer.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Yeah, well, get him on. Let's get him on. Text him right now to watch, and I'll do it again. I've told him that, by the way. I've said that to him before.
Really?
I go, Chris, you always look like you got
and
sun
then
in your eyes.
What's David Arnold?
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yo.
He does do that.
I can't wait till David sees you and calls you out on this.
Man, they love me, man.
No, they don't.
Chris Sun Glare Spencer and David Grunton Arnold love me.
You're ridiculous, man. So it's Chris Spencer.
Yeah. Always hilarious. By the way, he's one of my favorites, man. That guy always makes me laugh, dude.
Yeah, he was really, everybody was great last night. Joey Wells came through again.
Oh, he was chiming in on the
Yeah. J-Dub.
J-Dub.
Hey, Amy Ashton. J-Dub was on. He's getting prepared. They're shooting another special next year.
Watch it, Mike Correa. Watch it, buddy.
That Kevin Hart is producing. And then we had Jessica Kershaw. Have you seen her? Out of New York? Jessica?
God, that name's
She's very physical.
Really?
Just very animated, does great characters.
Oh.
She's a beast. Actually, Bill Burr produced her special that's coming out
that's
in December.
I feel like I've heard that name.
First of all, just a sweet person. And on top of that, just hilarious. She's absolutely. You've seen her before. She's one of those comics. Like I'll just say, like, the reason why we hit it off, I met her in Montreal, and the conversation was kind of like, damn, you're so good. How come I haven't heard of you? How come you haven't done this, and that? And then when I saw her, I'm like, who in the hell is this chick? Like, murdered.
Wow.
So had a lot of respect for her, and she's just been grinding for years. And Burr just produced her special, like he did for Ian.
Yeah.
He did for her. Like she couldn't get a special.
Yeah.
It's just you know what I mean.
We know about that, man.
But it's dope that people like Burr and other people are given opportunities, because what the public knows and what the comedy community knows are sometimes two different things.
Of course,
because whoever's in control, or the gatekeepers, or whatever you want to call them, they tend to push whoever they see fit. But even if they're not as respected in the comedy community, or if they're not, quote unquote,
or quite ready a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Early specials. Michelle Renee Caldwell's asking, hey, what's up, by the way?
Hey.
Is this that?
Hey, Michelle
Dash?
Renee. That's Speedy's wife. How you doing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
of course, it's at a studio better than Dash. Chris is one of our producers.
But it's dope that that Burr produced a special for her, and it's coming out December the 6th.
Wow. So say her name again.
Jessica Kershaw.
Kershaw.
Kirson.
Oh, so it looks like Kershaw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she's funny, dude.
Wow. And what is her?
She's funny.
What is her?
She's Jewish.
Oh, she's Jewish.
She's
Okay.
Jewish
Okay.
and funny. Her IG is funny. She does her tag is her hashtag. is always be silly. She's just silly, funny,
Great,
and cool. So she's in town for meetings and stuff, and then she just called me up and was like, "Hey, can I do Ruby Tuesdays?" I'm like, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
And she came and she murdered last night.
Nice.
And
did you tell her about? Did you tell her about my hashtag whisper out?
And then we had London Brown on the show from Ballers. London was great, and Pete Lee. You've seen Pete Lee before?
I just saw Pete on the Tonight Show.
Yeah, he just did the Tonight Show. Yeah, he just did the Tonight Show.
Funny,
good dude, man.
Funny. His style.
His style is really funny, and everybody thinks he's gay, but he's not gay.
Yeah.
And then he just had a funny line last night. He goes, "So my girlfriend, she's real."
Yeah, that's the one he did. He did that on the Tonight Show. Yeah.
And he lives in a gay neighborhood, so it's really funny. But just again, just another, funny guy. Been in the game a long time.
Yeah. See, he's been around.
He's been around a long time.
And
really nice. Just a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think, we take it like when you see somebody who's funny and cool.
Yeah, dude.
Because those don't always go together. You know what I mean? Most of them have like an attitude or think that they're better than what they are, et cetera, et cetera. But Pete Lee is dope.
I used to get Pete, his name, and what's the other Pete that has the show on Netflix, Crashing? Pete who? Hey man, aren't we supposed to have the screen facing us, by the way, so we can see what people? I got to look at my phone to see what people.
Hey, Nicole Moon.
Pete. What's the other Pete?
Pete.
Pete that.
Corielli.
No. The Pete that has the he had a talk show for a little while.
I don't know.
Pete, isn't it?
I don't know who you're talking about.
All right.
What would I know him for? I mean, can you?
Yeah, he used to do he used to do spots at the Laugh Factory.
Pete?
Yeah, not Pete Lee though.
Of course not Pete Lee.
He has that show, Chris. Who has that show? I think it's on Hulu, Netflix, or it's on one of the streaming networks where he's after his divorce. It's called Crashing. He's like,
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, he had a sitcom.
And he had a
on
HBO. What I'm saying is when I would see their names on things, I would always crisscross them sometimes. Pete Lee and Pete Holmes for some reason.
They're nothing alike.
I know, but they're two tall white dudes.
Pete Lee's not tall.
He isn't. He looked huge.
Well, you're short, so everybody's
tall.
No,
I was sitting down at home watching him on my television.
So Nicole Moon just chimed in and she said, "I like it when Ruben and TDP are together." Now TDP is Terrence Porter, one of my really good friends. Like when I first started doing comedy,
you're leaving out a letter and a name.
Yeah, I mean,
but what's the D?
It's not for me to say out loud, man. Yeah.
Is that it's
his middle name? It's his middle name.
Oh, it's his middle name. I see. He doesn't go by that.
Yeah, those are his middle names. But anyway, when I first started,
somebody else might be out thinking the same thing. I got to think for the people that are listening.
Not too many people think like you. Anyway, TDP was my right hand man. Like we had, that's my boy. He didn't annoy me like you do. So we have it, but that's that was my dude.
Yeah, but you don't know if you annoyed him. Anyway, sounds great.
Yeah, we know that. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay.
We used to do radio together. Whenever we were at a comedy club, if you saw me, you'd see TDP. You know how when you first start doing comedy, you have like people that you run with, like you see at all the spots. So anyway, and he's hilarious. He's absolutely laugh out loud funny. So
has he done Ruby Tuesdays?
No, T doesn't really do stand up.
I see.
Anymore.
Okay.
I know he does a lot of writing. He's Speedy. You remember Speedy, right?
I do.
Yeah. So
it's been a while, way back. Yeah.
Yeah. So Speedy has a great radio show that he does, and T is a frequent guest on there. And actually, I'm gonna go on Speedy's show. We talked a couple of weeks ago to to sit in with them. It's fun and it's good promotion, cross promotion. And I'm gonna get Speedy to come do Ruby Tuesdays also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we go back. So, but yeah, T was my boy. My sister loved T, man.
So was he doing
When we first started, T was doing stand up, and then you know how life happens. We kind of lost, touch. He was dealing with some things, and he wasn't doing stand up as much, and I was on the road and touring and doing all that. But we kind of lost touch. But we reconnected actually on one of Speedy's show, and it's funny. I hadn't seen him like in a few years, but when you're with your old friends, you pick up right where you left off. Like no time is gone by at all. Kind of like us.
Like us. Yeah. I mean, I wish we would have like a 3-5 year break.
Yeah. Maybe
that would be great.
10-year break would be.
10 years would be great too.
Yeah, that'd be
and then
great.
we could just meet up and we just start just like this.
Exactly, man. But you'd probably in 10 years you'll probably be really nasty and mean.
Oh.
Yeah, because the older you get, the more honor you get.
I've been told I'm going backwards.
Really?
I'm doing the opposite. I'm getting nicer. I think I'm getting nicer. I'm way more.
If you're getting nicer,
I'm way more tolerant, and you know what I mean. Like, I told you that. I don't get in as many like altercations in public anymore. Like when somebody's being a douche or cutting in line.
You still piss people off though.
Well, they tick me off more than I tick them off, because I'm good about being courteous and stuff. But I hold back now, man. I go, better.
You hold back, really?
By the way, remember we were talking about peeves? Because I hate the word pet peeves, but we were talking about peeves.
Yeah.
And then I texted you guys when we left, when we did a little topic on that. And then I said it happened as we were walking out of an elevator and people were walking in first.
Yeah.
Happened again yesterday.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Does everybody understand? You got to let the people that they're already on the elevator.
Yeah.
So they're in the elevator before you.
He's getting mad all over again.
This dude yesterday, I get down to it opens and he literally is blocking my big brother, by the way, big brother, blocking my way to get out. And then he kind of backed as I was about to go, yo, dude, I'm first.
You said that to him?
No, I was going. He went ahead and backed it because I went. I think he heard me.
Were you scared to say something?
No. Not at all. No, he wasn't that kind of like he wasn't intimidating to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But then again, it doesn't matter with me. You know how that happens. If my face gets hot,
yeah.
They could be the size of the Rock and I'll be like, "Yo, dude."
Yeah, you do have that.
I'm leaving first, Dwayne.
Oh, really? You'd say that to the Rock?
I mean, I probably would if he's being rude. You know how we are, but rude and inconsiderate people.
Yeah. Well, we won't go into pet peeves.
All right,
but
peeves. Let's just call them peeves.
No, pet peeves. So here's one that bothers me.
We're gonna get into it.
Yeah, just real quick because you brought it up.
I have 1,000 of them.
This is one thing I can't stand.
Yeah, let me hear this one.
And you guys can chime in. When somebody knows what you mean, and they go on and on and on and on, it's like, dude, you know what I meant. Like if you misspeak or make a mistake, and then you go to somebody and go, but you know what I meant though, right? So why are we taking?
Do you have? I'm sorry, I'm half following you right now. Do you? Oh, you have an example?
Well, I mean, you're one of those people who do that.
Oh God, is this where you're going with this?
No, not just you, but it happens sometimes. Like if somebody says something, I'm trying to. What's a good example? If somebody, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's
so. In other words,
your boy Eric Rivera just chimed in.
Hey, we just had him here last.
Yeah,
was that last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wait.
I can't remember. It was
like God, was that last week?
It was like 2 weeks ago. It's like 2 weeks ago.
I don't think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago.
What did we do? Oh, that's right, because it was just you and I last week.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes, man, these all blend together. And
anyway, we can drop the pet peeves.
But wait a minute. I kind of want to know what you mean, because I
just think there's times in life when somebody says something, they go, but that's not what you said, and I go, yeah, but this is what I meant. This is like, you know what I meant. It's like, oh yeah, but that's not what you know what I meant, dude. Why are we?
So they're just trying to debate and argue.
It's just like you're just trying to win an argument. It's like, dude, let's get past that. It's like, you know what I meant. Let's move on.
Right.
That annoys.
Do you take that as? Would it be something like with what happened at the Popeyes chicken with the guy cutting in, and the arguments and debates I'm seeing online is, Some people are like, oh, well, they're making it, black dude kills, somebody over a chicken sandwich.
Uh-huh.
So you talking about something like that? Like if you're having an argument about, is it about the sandwich or is it about just some dude cutting in line? You know what I mean?
Well, that's a whole different thing. That's not what I'm talking about. But speaking on that, that shit pissed me off because it's over a chicken sandwich. Now, I know ultimately what led to the stabbing was the disrespect of cutting in line, and then the argument ensued.
Right.
But tensions are so high for a chicken sandwich. And as a black man...
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. No, it just sounded... Hold on, I'm sorry. It was the way you delivered it, okay? I'm not laughing at that situation, but the way you just said it did sound... Because you're so serious, and then what comes out of your mouth
is chicken sandwich. Dude, and here's one of those things, and we all do it whether we want to admit it or not. Like when I hear something on the news, and like I hear it, like say if I'm cleaning up, and it goes, stabbing at Popeyes over chicken sandwich, I'm like... Oh, please don't let it be black people doing this.
Dude.
And what's funny is you, even without seeing the report,
right.
In my mind, I knew it was two black people. I just knew it. And black people aren't the only ones who like chicken.
Right,
we aren't the only ones who go to Popeyes.
Sure.
But when I heard of a stabbing, white faces didn't pop into my head. I didn't imagine two white guys.
But it could have easily happened in the South somewhere or anywhere, but
could have easily been. Yeah. But I'm not even going to ask you because if you answer honestly, I'm going to automatically think you're racist. But when you see reports like that,
I thought no, because when I heard
all my non-black people out there, let's be honest. When you heard about the stabbing at Popeye's Chicken, what image popped into your mind? Who did you think? What did you think who did you think were responsible? Did you think it was two white guys?
Two Asians?
An
Asian and a white?
Two Mexicans?
Or
did you immediately think those are two brothers?
Okay. Now, in my defense, by the time I heard about it, or what I saw, or whatever, it already had a title of black man gets killed at a Popeye's Chicken for a chicken. It had black.
It had the race in there.
It did. So I didn't hear it first where there was a death because of somebody cutting in line at Popeye's Chicken.
But it's interesting when you watch the news. Most of the time, not all the time. When the person is black, that's always in the description. When the person is white, they just say suspect.
A man. Or suspect.
They never go a white man. They just go a man. But if it's black, they tend to let everyone know that they were black.
Do they do the same thing with Hispanics? And I kind of, right? Is it the same or?
See, Andrea Jasso. Thank you for being honest, you racist. She says two older black ladies. That's what popped into her head. Two older black ladies stabbing each other. Oh my God.
All right, man. We're out Tulare, California right there.
And I'm just playing Andrea. And thank you for being honest. Thank you. Two older black ladies.
Oh, by the way, she's a big Raider fan.
Oh, I love her. I'm going to the game on Thursday. Eric Rivera says Johnny gets his news from an actual newspaper. #old.
I'm not even. I'm not. I'm not. Going there.
Eric, we're not even acknowledging. Johnny's going to acknowledge you.
You got to do that in person, dude. You got to do that stuff in person.
Although he did say that it was never stabbings at
ChickfilA?
Whole Foods.
There's never been a stabbing at Whole Foods or Chick-fil-A.
There's but there's Walmarts and there's
no, I think he's just trying to make a point of a higher end place.
Oh, well, that's different though. But that's not a fast food. That's not fast food.
But here's the thing, dude. It's like, first of all, who's making chicken sandwiches that can run out? Like, it's just weird that they run out of chicken.
This isn't about the running out.
No. I know. I mean,
because they're back now.
They brought it back. Like they ran out.
Right. Because they weren't prepared for everybody going crazy like they did when they didn't know that people were going to love them more than Chick-fil-A.
But Johnny, it's a chicken place. They serve chicken. You know what I mean?
You don't need to tell me.
That's like going to McDonald's going, whoa, we're out of burgers. Like, really? You're out? McDonald's is out of hamburger meat? or whatever mystery meat they serve.
Yeah, or the special sauce or
It's
something.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just weird that Popeyes would actually run out of chicken.
Right, so they ran out, and then
Then
they stopped.
They stopped.
and then they've apparently restocked to where
Yeah.
they're not going to run out. So then it's back, and this is when this happened.
And
because it was like these
I
people
saw
were
somebody
rushing.
post
Dude, have you
online.
seen the photo and images of the lines that people are taking
Dude.
to get this?
45-minute wait at a Popeyes. I'm not.
I just don't get it.
Like, do you know what you could have done in
like
45 minutes? Like, for a chicken sandwich? I mean,
That's a headliner set.
I almost think that. I almost think like this is.
You're
I almost
closing
think
the show
this-
at a comedy club.
I think this could be a plot by the white man.
Oh.
Follow me on this, man. Popeyes comes out with a chicken sandwich,
Okay.
and for some reason, people just assume black people are the only ones buying these chicken sandwiches.
No, I don't think it's not just black people.
Then how come when the stabbing occurred?
Well, you'd have to talk to them.
Well,
You got to talk to them about their. But here was my question: would the
Johnny,
person,
you never answered my question, man.
What?
When you heard of the story, you said
it
said
already had it on there.
It
already had it. But if I wouldn't have known, dude. I wouldn't have known because maybe it depends on where it was located. Where was it?
See,
located?
with me,
because if it was in the South
it was
somewhere,
it was in Maryland.
Oh, Maryland's kind of that's a mix there too. That
Yeah.
could have been any. That could have been anything.
So you're being honest. You would have not really, if you had to guess. Somebody put a gun to your head and said, "Who committed this? Who committed this crime? What race?" You'd been like, "I'm not sure." Or you'd have been like, "Black people."
No, I would have. That's a good question, dude. That's a really good question.
Chris,
Would you have automatically just?
I would have thought
Because it could easily be
either
some
black
rednecks,
or
man.
Hispanic.
are you to add the Hispanic into it?
Yeah, because yeah.
And see, why is that? See, we need to get to the deeper meaning. Like, why are we conditioned to automatically think? I mean, it ended up being true, but why? I don't know, man. That shit just made me sad. It just made me sad.
Don't read anything. I'm not even acknowledging Eric anymore.
You know, I just think when you see Eric, you guys should, have a talk.
Well, it's weird. He's really normal and just courteous in person, and then when he gets online, he's a dickhead to me, and I don't understand that. It just doesn't make any sense. He comes on the show, he's just like doesn't say anything, doesn't try to rib me, doesn't try to make fun of my height or anything in person because I'm right here. Maybe that's what it is. Am I that unpredictable? I guess maybe I am.
I'm just laughing because Nicole Moon says, as long as they keep the mac and cheese on the menu, that means people can stab each other. Just keep the mac and cheese on the menu. I don't know. I just don't understand the hysteria over a chicken sandwich. Now, I had it.
Oh, you did?
I tried
haven't
it.
even.
So,
well, that's surprising to me.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you how I had it. I wasn't planning on it. I drove up to the Raider game on Sunday. Me, J-Dub, shout out Joey Wells, and Dominique. We all went to the Raider game.
Okay.
When we
Raiders.
when we beat Detroit's ass Sunday, and on the way back we stopped, and then Joey's like, "Oh, the chicken sandwich came out today." You know, we was in one of those small towns when you're driving back.
Oh yeah. Yes.
then,
we've done the drive.
Yeah, we've done the drive. So, dude, we stopped, and he was like, "There's Popeyes right over there," and I was like, "All right, let's go." I wasn't even thinking about it.
Hey, Joe Sanders. All right.
And then we pull up to the Popeyes, no line. We walk in,
Oh, no line.
no line.
Okay.
It was Popeyes gas station. It was like one of those,
Oh,
those convenience places.
Like when we stopped.
Yeah.
That one time. Okay.
So we walk up, and I was just like, "Hey, you guys got the chicken sandwich?" And the dude was like, "No, we're all sold out." And this lady peeked her head back. She's like, "We got 3 left." I was like, "Oh."
Oh.
I was like, and then I said, "Joey, have you ever had it?" He's like, "Yeah, man." I go, "Is it good?" He's like, "You should try it."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "All right." I said, "I'll take one." And then I said, "Joey, you want anything?" He was like, "I'll take one too." So we both got the chicken sandwich, and got in the car and ate the chicken sandwich. And the only thing that I can think while I was eating the chicken sandwich is I should have got the other one.
Really?
Yeah, it was good.
So
it was good.
Is it better than the Chick-fil-A sandwich?
I love Chick-fil-A. You know,
You guys have to understand how surprising this is. This guy never, ever eats. He's so
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of fast
healthy,
food.
He's bougie. It's like
I'm healthy and bougie.
You're healthy
really?
and bougie, dude.
Oh, because I want to take care of myself. I'm bougie.
Why are you puffing up your chest all of a sudden?
I mean, is
you
this?
guys see that? He's all.
I mean,
what?
is this,
I gotta
Johnny.
What?
I mean,
okay, I can't. I'm
here's the thing.
healthy and bougie.
I just feel. I just
No.
feel better.
Let me finish.
I feel better,
Yeah,
healthier. People don't realize how much I used to weigh, man.
that's true.
I was 235, dude.
Yeah, and now you're down to. He's down to 227.
No. Yeah. Whatever.
No, but no. You've done a lot. What is
Yeah.
that? 40 pounds?
No. I'm down to.
30?
I'm at like 204.
Okay, but still, didn't
Yeah,
you
so
get to
that's-
195 at one point or something like that?
No, not yet.
Oh, really?
Not yet. I just
Oh,
lost
okay.
a lot of body fat.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
which is more important than actually the weight.
okay. Anyway, just remember you were talking earlier about when you're trying to things that annoy you when somebody
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, you know what I hate? Somebody trying to divert me off of my point. My point being, for Ruben to even have a chicken sandwich, which that's just. I'm just like shocked because I just picture you going, no, you guys get it. The next Trader Joe's we see, I'll stop.
The next Trader
and
Joe's.
I'll get some edamame and
come on, man.
and some sushi.
No, I have my cheat days where I eat whatever I want. I just know I can't do it every day or how I used to do it. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, but anyway, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is good, but nothing I would wait in line 45 minutes for. Nothing that I would fight for.
I'm the same way.
But I will say this, and this is not condoning what happened, but the blatant disrespect of people standing in line and you just walking to the front. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't kill anybody from that, but I might smack the shit out of somebody. Especially
but that could lead. The smack could lead to a death because and then the person pulls out a knife.
Yeah, I just think in the context of. I mean,
but it really wasn't worth it. And at the end of the day,
it isn't worth it at the end of the day. But that's what happens. I think it's all on how we process disrespect.
He probably did cut in front of a ton of other people.
Yeah, and sometimes I know back in the day when we used to go to like Magic Mountain or Disneyland and we used to cut the line. We'd be like, Mama, excuse me, Mama, and then we'd get out to the front of the line.
Wait, your mom.
Mom's not in the line. My mom's nowhere to be found.
Dude,
like, Mama,
excuse
me, Mom, excuse me, my mother's up there. Mama, and then we get to the front of the line like, oh, my mom is already on the ride.
That's hilarious. But how old were you guys?
We're teenagers.
Teenagers,
yeah, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how we used to cut the line.
That's
but
funny.
At least we had a technique in doing it.
Right. Instead of just,
But have you ever been to the bank and then somebody just goes and then somebody, there's always that, hey, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened to me at the
bank.
Yeah,
there's people in line.
Yeah.
There's people in line. But I think as you get older, like, here's the thing. It would be interesting to see how old they were. But at the same time, I just think we have to be more conscious and think of, the big picture and what could happen. And I think a lot of times when people lose their temper, all logic and everything go out the window. And like you said, when your face gets hot, you don't care how big somebody is, where they're from, you're just pissed. And I just think collectively, especially in our community, we just have to take a moment. People have been killed over stepping on somebody's shoes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And the guy was.
And if somebody steps on your shoes, it's not. See, what people don't realize is not the thing that the catalyst that led to the altercation was somebody stepped on your shoe. But most of the time, if somebody steps on your shoes, like, oh shit, my bad, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could. But if somebody goes, hey man, watch where the fuck you going? Hey man, motherfucker, I said I was sorry.
Yeah.
Well, and then it escalates to a fight over a shoe, and sometimes you got to just walk away. But I think as you get older, you kind of learn think about the consequences of your actions, and that's what people have to do. Think of the consequences.
Yeah, he's right. David Face is right. You know, there is that awkwardness when somebody calls somebody out in front of everyone. Now, you got to remember too, this dude that got cut, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The other dude did the cutsies. We don't know how long this guy stood in line.
Yeah.
He's freaking hangry as fuck, dude, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy steps in, man, and it's like, so I don't know. I wish we knew more about like what was said. Like, was it, yo, man, you got to go back there. Hey, fuck you, dude. You know, was it that quickly or was it?
Because some people pop off. Like,
I know.
Make me. I ain't doing shit. And it's like, really make you?
Yeah.
It's our egos a lot of times our challenge.
I told you that's why I retired.
And I don't know. I just think DJ Mustard has a song where he has a Nipsey Hussle on it, and what's the name of the song? It's called Perfect 10.
Okay.
And there's a line where Nipsey says, "We have to learn how to." I'm paraphrasing, but it's like basically we have to learn how to handle disrespect better. Because a lot of times disrespect goes immediately to an altercation that can lead to somebody dying over stupid stuff.
Well, you know what then? I'm really proud of myself.
Why are you?
Because this dude was disrespecting me big time when I had to go down to and get some paperwork notarized a couple weeks ago. And this dude, and I still am gonna like go on the website. This will probably be one of my first Yelps that I'll ever do. But he was such a dick and so disrespectful at that UPS store right down the corner from me. Right there on Sunset. And the dude was a jerk. And then when I went on the website, I saw that other people were talking about him, how bad he is. So, but man, Rube, I maintained, dude. This guy was so disrespectful. Totally maintained. And because I knew that I needed to get this legal paperwork done. You know what I mean? It was my divorce paperwork, dude. And this guy was one of those things where you just want to jump over the counter because they're being so disrespectful to you. And he's their only notary in there. And if I don't get him to do it, I got to go start running around LA
to find someone.
And they needed it by the end of the day, and I was 3 hours behind. It was already around 3:00 in South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I'm at the mercy of this. And I even at one point remember saying to him, I go, hey man, I've never done this. Never had to go to a notary before. It's like, and this is really, can you work with me, bro? Because he was just like, just sign over there. And I mean, just, dude.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even acknowledge when I was nice. Even when I was like, hey man,
I know what I say sometimes when I'm in those situations? I go, hey man, I don't know if you're having a bad day.
I know.
I don't know if you're having a bad day, but I really need some help right now.
But get this, because I had gone in there earlier. He had just started at 11:30 in the morning. I walked in at 11:35.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. No, he's totally wrong, but
And I'm going to
sometimes
go on
people
Yelp,
wake up
I'm go
with
on
an attitude.
And here's the weird thing. The address that he was looking at on my ID was separate. It was the one I had from Venice Beach and not the one I have now. So I think he was assuming he'd never see me again, but I keep passing by because it's right around the corner. So he and I are going to run into each other at some point. And I'm going to have some words. I'm not going to come at him.
Yeah.
I'm just going to explain to him that he took a job on for customer service. And to be a dick, you just can't.
Well, you know what's interesting, and I think it's my same mentality as a comic, where I what?
Mandy Hines. Speaking of respect, Ruben, why don't you keep texting while Johnny is talking? Thank you. He does this to me all the time.
Mandy, I'll talk to you later. You don't need to be chiming in.
Yeah, you do, Mandy. Thank you.
In Johnny's defense. Anyway.
Can I just address this real quickly? Because I go back and watch
I wasn't texting. I was pulling up a quote that I wanted to read.
Yeah, but you have a tendency to just start going like this when I talk. And then it's always like that.
But I'm still listening.
And sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll go, you don't even hear me.
I hear you. I always hear you.
Yeah. But
Dude.
you hear me, you're not listening.
I am listening.
There's a huge difference.
I'm 1,000% listening because the point that I was going to make.
Don't do the 1,000. I don't like the. It's
I know
100%.
No,
100%.
1,000%. I know it
no
drives you
such
crazy.
thing.
I know it drives you crazy. That's why I say 2,000%, dude. So let me just say.
I mean, you know what? I have high blood pressure, everybody.
And thank you for defending me. He goes, I think he's checking the feeds for comments. Like, I have to multitask, Johnny. But the point I want to
You
make.
know who that is right there?
Who?
That's my cousin Philip, who's never had my back.
What up,
since
Philip?
we were
See,
kids.
Whoa. He really knows what a pain in the ass you are. That's
Since
probably
we were
what,
kids.
That's right. Thanks, Phil. Hey, so here's what I was going to say to
He
you.
said I was wrong. Just kidding, cuz. Just kidding. Totally kidding.
I think my mentality as a comic and when it comes to customer service are the same things. When I had a job, dude, even when I had a bad day, for some reason I always thought to myself, my problems aren't anybody else's problems. So when I go to work, I'm just going to focus on doing the job and not carry my baggage with me. It's amazing how people
they carry
it with
carry
it.
over.
Like you're calling American Airlines or Delta or whatever. Hi, may I help you? No, we can't do it. Like, do you? Why'd you fucking come to work?
I know. Hold on.
Why did you come to work?
Wait a minute. Speaking of ethnicity.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
You just did. You always get mad at me when I do somebody and
It could have been a white girl that I was just doing right there.
You know what? Could have been a white girl from Atlanta, maybe.
Absolutely. Don't assume that my irritated
Thank
customer
you.
service person.
But I've told you that. You always go, well, what does that person got to be
I
black?
actually hate
it's
those
a,
jokes.
it's a white.
But
dude.
it's just, to me, if you work with people, like, first of all, if you get up in the morning to go to work, to clock in, to make some money, you have a responsibility. And we all are entitled to have a bad day. And like even with the DMV or the post office or whatever, it's like, that's your job. I know people are annoying. People are annoying.
Dude.
We know people are annoying, but that's a part of the job. Now, people are rude and disrespectful to you. That's something else. But to start off with an attitude when somebody's asking you a simple question, when you say to the guy, hey, man, this is my first time doing this. Obviously, you're annoyed, but I really need your help with this. And I try to diffuse people. If I sense an attitude, here's what I'll do. Here's a tip. I learned this a long time ago, especially when
Ruben's tip. Listen
to this tip, especially when you're trying to make payment arrangements. If I call somebody and I go, they go, T-Mobile, how may I help you? And I go, hey, how you doing? If they don't say, hey, how you doing back, I hang up.
So you can get somebody else.
So I can get somebody else with a good attitude.
I've done that too.
Hey, how are you? Hey, this is Karen. How may I help you? Hey, Karen. Hi. Click.
Right.
If they're not, hey, how are you? How are you doing? How can I help
Wouldn't
you?
it be funny if you called back and she answered again?
That's happened to me before.
No, that's crazy.
It's weird. I got the same person twice and I hung up again.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you do this?
What?
You get somebody on the line, they start to help, and you can already tell that the accent is too strong. I hang up.
Yeah.
When I can't understand them,
All right. This might be racist, but
what I just said?
no, along the lines of what you just said.
Because I feel like am I being? I'm not. It's just I already know it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because
dude,
I can understand what we started off with.
I think it's T-Mobile. I can't remember what it is, but after a certain time, all those calls go to India.
Well, yeah.
And dude, when they pick, when they start, man, and I can't understand, and when you're asking a specific question and they're reading the script to you, and you go, I know that, but this sort of with this, I know. Click. I'll call in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So, I didn't realize that. Okay, because I make a lot of evening calls.
Yeah, it just seems sometimes like during the day,
it can.
I don't want to use the word normal, but you'll get Americans.
Yeah.
And then.
But hey, man, it happens with Hispanics. Like sometimes I'll get an Hispanic person that has a real heavy accent, man, and even I can't decipher.
What do you mean? even you can't.
Well,
you don't, you don't
think
speak
I would've-
Spanish anyway.
I'm not talking about Spanish. I'm talking about English with a Hispanic accent.
Yeah, but
with a
you're just
Latino.
like you wouldn't have any more advantages
Yeah, but I've
than
been
I
around.
would.
Yeah, but I probably heard more heavier accents than you.
No,
Yes.
no, Johnny. I went to Banning High School in
Oh,
Wilmington,
here
California,
we
dude.
go. Oh, guess what I went to? I
What?
went to Sanchez family. How
No
about
one in
that?
no one in your family. Your dad. You get mad at me when I give your dad an accent. What are you talking about? Nobody in your family talks like that. You guys are a full-blooded American family with a little bit of spice. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody speaks Spanish but your mom.
No, my mom and dad, dude. I
But they
told
don't
you.
speak. Your dad wouldn't speak it in the house. You get mad.
No, you're getting no. They speak it to each other. They just didn't teach us.
Yay, candy.
Don't
See
start.
what? I thought you were used to it in the Sanchez house. Busted.
Yeah.
Busted.
Anyway, my point being is even with whether it's in it is sometimes Indian.
Yeah.
So, and also too sometimes I like African.
I've
I've had a couple like I don't know the accent, Nigerian or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Welcome to T-Mobile. How may I help you?
Yeah, some of those guys are hard to understand. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's Haitian. Maybe they were Haitian. But anyway, but you do the same thing I do. You hang up.
I don't hang up usually on accents, Johnny. It's usually based on. I'm saying I have, but that's not a normal thing. On the list, it goes from how friendly you are at the top of the conversation. If you're not friendly at the top of the conversation, I'm gone. But I don't want to digress too much from that. As just we're talking about people's attitudes and customer service.
Yeah, you're right.
And I just don't understand why people even like. I don't know. We have to do better. Everybody has to do better. When you're at work, you're at work. You know, my boss used to say, "Ruben, you're here. Make the most out of it. Like, you have to be here for 8 hours. Why are you going to be pissed for the entire 8 hours? You know, at some point you got to be able to compartmentalize and just focus on your job and do your job, and it's nobody else's fault of what you're going through. But we're just talking about disrespect, how he was disrespectful to you. But the line from Nipsey Hussle, and he's talking.
Oh, that's right. That's where you. Yeah.
He's not rapping. He's just talking over the beat, and he goes, "I think our reaction to being disrespected. I think that our reaction to being disrespected, we gotta have to reassess how we react." And I think,
of course, yeah.
And I think a lot of times, especially in our communities, the Black and Latino communities, we have a very macho persona. We don't put up with disrespect on any level, and it can lead to people dying over pettiness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Was that person wrong for cutting in line in front of everybody? Absolutely. Was that guy wrong for speaking up and saying, "Hey, dude, you shouldn't be cutting in line"? No, he wasn't wrong, but it's how you say it and maybe how the guy responded. And the hard part is, if you're being respectful, if somebody goes, "Hey, man, dude, there's a line back here," and if this dude goes, "I don't give a fuck," that's when you really have to be an adult
and realize this is going to escalate.
Yeah, just go, "You know what?
Yeah.
Or do what white people do, call the police." You know what I mean?
Or
if you
manager,
go, "Hey, this guy right here,
they're really good for
this
that.
guy, they don't try to take it on, But for us, like,
man.
"Hey, man, I handle this shit myself." Nigga,
And you
fuck,
notice we both did the white woman.
Oh,
excuse me. Yeah. Are you the main? No. I need to talk to your supervisor.
Yeah.
Where's your?
You see this gentleman over here?
Right over here.
We
brown one.
Now let me just say,
cap.
Yeah,
extra
we've been
brown.
standing here. We've been in line literally for the last
45 minutes.
And then he just comes in. I don't know him.
We don't know him.
And am I right, everyone? Am I right?
Are we right? Or are we right?
But maybe it is not to take it upon yourself. I don't know, man, because Johnny,
so
how
come we don't? Yeah, but that's a really good point. How come more minorities, especially men, the ego, instead of just going, "Hey, can I? I'm gonna go talk to the manager, dude."
Yeah.
Right. That's what the guy could have said. Well, guess who? I'm gonna go talk to the manager right now.
Yeah.
And they're all gonna back me up. But men don't want to look like that.
Yeah. Barbecue Becky would have shut that down.
Barbecue Becky. over
Barbecue
with.
Beckety would have shut.
And then
no
there
one would
was,
have got
there
stabbed.
was who else? There's
she'd
a
have
new
been-
one. There's a new lady now.
Oh, there's so many.
There's so many of them. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't mind their business. But I didn't mean to say they as a blanket statement.
Yeah.
But some people.
But you
don't.
know what? Maybe that's the route, dude. Maybe I'm gonna just start I'm gonna start tattling on people in the
Yeah,
stores.
but we didn't.
We got.
But dude, we're kind of raised like that. I remember like telling on my brother and sister for doing things to me, and after a while, my father like, quit telling,
Yeah.
quit.
Right.
Is this a part of the culture? But we need to do better. In a situation like that, because to be perfectly honest, I don't know exactly what happened, but if somebody would have cut in line, if I'd have been in line, I would have said something.
I know.
And if
I
they would
would've
have said
fired you,
something
yeah.
aggressively, then your ego, everybody hears you. You know what I mean? So now you're just, you don't want to
know.
lose face in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I
know.
So what do that's that thing where it's like, maybe I don't say anything. Maybe I do go get management. Because if I say something and he says something, a friend of mine used to say something a long time ago. He could fight. And he would say, hey man, if you ever really want to deal with somebody, deal with them one-on-one when they're not around all their friends. Because people get tough when they're around all their friends.
Sure.
And you can tell how much heart somebody has because they'll take on the heart of everyone around them.
Right.
I mean, man, you gonna let them say that to you? Now all of a sudden they'll act
pride,
tough.
yeah.
But if you get them one-on-one, it's like, hey man, what's that shit you was saying? Oh, dude, they don't have that pride and ego there. So
Yeah.
they'll be really who they are, and they might back down or they might apologize. But if they have all their friends around and you confront them, and you gonna let them talk to you like that? That's just, you know what I mean?
I like that character right there. Do
Oh,
that again.
Man, you gonna let them talk to you like that? You gonna let them talk to you like that, man?
There's something about that character. I think I knew a few dudes like that. Because there's always a one friend that eggs it on.
Oh, absolutely.
Eggs the other. He never gets in fights. But he's always getting his friends in fights.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's that.
Or
dude
the
right
one who talks shit for you. Hey, fuck you. Hey, man, handle that shit. You're like, dude, I wasn't going to say fuck you, but
there. Right.
now you've kind of gotten me into that realm.
Listen, where are we? Oh my God. Dude, this is supposed to be about, we were going to discuss, hey.
I was looking at the comments. I'm listening to you, dude.
Where's Man? See, Mandy? Did it again. See, Philip? See, Cuz? He did it again.
Philip said, wait, wow, Johnny MAGA Sanchez.
That's not Philip. That's Eric.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, man.
My cousin Philip's like, he likes all the smog in the bag photo.
So where does your cousin Philip live?
I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's in the San Joaquin Valley. Anyway, so we were supposed to acknowledge.
Mandy just chimed in. It's like he's looking up another quote. Don't worry. Really, Mandy?
Thank you, Mandy. Man,
Really?
I'm digging this. I'm digging Mandy.
She's great.
Yeah.
She is great.
I wonder if we should just have her as,
Anyway,
chiming in every week.
no.
I feel like I just gained an ally.
No, you didn't gain it.
Oh, okay. Am I having a problem with that?
Yeah, man, you tend to do that a lot.
What?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, that's funny.
I like to get you going.
Wait. We were supposed to. This is Veterans Week.
Yeah, we'll end it with Veterans Week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I posted for veterans to, if they're a veteran out there, watch so you can chime in and we can talk.
Let's talk
and
about
then you decided to do chicken sandwich.
No, we were just having a conversation and it led to that, John.
Oh,
that's
not
what
what you wanted to. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
right.
it does bother me. Like I don't know, the chicken sandwich thing and black people fighting over it. Just
So listen, for the Latinos out there, whatever you do not
Wanda.
get into a fight on Taco Tuesday over a taco. Whether it's Chipotle.
But see, that's even Popeyes just isn't for black people though.
No, neither is a Mexican place. But
And
I'm
I
just
bet
saying,
if we did some research, I bet Popeyes isn't even owned by black people.
Oh, probably. Oh, I would imagine not.
No
no
Can
way.
I tell you that commercial used to piss me off? Easy and pride. And then that black lady comes out, hey, yeah.
Did you ever go out for? Speaking of that, did you ever have to go out for any?
Fried chicken.
Any
Well, I told
Popeyes?
you my last commercial audition was for. I want to say it was for Little Caesar's Pizza. I told you about this. It was one of the most humiliating auditions I've ever done. And
No, please.
It was
So
it was
can-
it was for some chicken pizza, and it was like people going crazy for chicken. So I'm in the waiting area, and sometimes when you're in the waiting area, you can.
This is actually happening, or this is what you have to do in the audition? This is actually happening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
got it.
in the waiting area, you can hear people inside the room.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing people inside the room clucking like a chicken and doing all type of stuff, and because you're basically going crazy for this chicken pizza.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm kind of listening to that and kind of laughing to myself, thinking, "Wow, those are interesting choices."
Right.
And then I go in there, and they're like, "Hi," and it's like, "What's your name?" It's like, "Hi, I'm Ruben Paul. I'm with blah 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 blah." This and they go, "Yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We wanted comedians there because you guys are great at improv, and we have a couple of props for you to use." And she hands me a rubber chicken, and I go, "Okay." And she's like, "So basically, you're gonna like just go crazy over this chicken. Like you're gonna go to you're gonna be locked up in an insane asylum for this chicken." And I go,
This is awesome.
I go, what do you mean? She's like, "Yeah, like whatever you can do, just go for it." And I go, just go for it. Like you're losing your mind for this chicken. And all I can think of is, I'm like, I can't do that.
Wait, are you in there by yourself or with other actors?
No, I'm in there by myself.
Okay, so you're by
I'm
yourself.
in there by
Okay,
myself.
all right. Okay.
With casting. Like
Yeah.
there's the room
Yeah.
in there. And
You're already
dude-
at the you're right.
And dude, I was humiliated because part of me just wanted to walk out the room, and I just remember like grabbing the rubber chicken, going, doing all. And dude, Johnny, I stopped. And they're like, "Oh, keep it going." I was like, I couldn't do it, man. And then after a while, when you kind of half-ass doing it, they're like, "Oh, thank you for coming in."
Yeah.
And then I remember walking out, sitting in my car, humiliated. And I'm going, "Nah, I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not." And then I told my agent, I go, "I'm not going in for stuff like that."
Right.
I'm still embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
I'm still embarrassed
but
about
this
this
is
shit.
I'm glad you got it out. It's a little therapy.
Ugh.
Didn't you?
Part of me thinks that tape is somewhere.
Well, that's
Come on, guys. Look at this black guy we made cluck like a chicken. And they're turning it on.
Well, what I always worry about with those, because the commercial auditions are the ones that they get you to, you don't know what you're going into. You don't know what's going to happen a lot of the times, like that, things like that. Those are the ones that worry me, dude, because there's some shit I did years ago in auditions.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that pops up when you break out on something. You end up on a series.
Yeah.
They go, "Oh, you're on the Today Show
Yeah.
or Good Morning America." Well, we happen to have one of your early commercial auditions. Could you imagine, dude? This is Ruben.
But usually it's something you booked that aired. They never really come with the actual audition tape if you didn't book it. And thank God I didn't book
Well,
it. And I'm
maybe.
curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious, and I've had this conversation with other black actors and stuff. And they're like, "Dude, it's just acting. It's just this and this that." But I don't know, man. There's just something. It just felt degrading. It just really felt degrading, and maybe it's just how I was raised, a cultural thing, feeling like a sellout. You know what I mean? Just like when MC Hammer did that commercial years ago, that commercial for KFC.
Okay.
Black people killed him, and then Mary J. Blige, I think, did a chicken commercial. So there's always been this stigma in America that black people are the only ones who eat and love fried chicken.
Sure.
And that's absolutely not the truth.
Right.
But we have the stigma of it. Mm-hmm. And that's why when you hear somebody getting stabbed at Popeyes, you're like, "Oh, Lord, please.
Please don't.
Please don't let them be black. Please let it be two blonde hair, two blonde hair, blue-eyed white people stabbing each other over the new delicious chicken sandwich." And it usually isn't.
Well, we're already at the hour mark.
No, No, but
well, we just want to acknowledge this is
We
Veterans Week because Veterans Day is on Monday.
Veterans Day is on Monday, and your father served
Yeah, in the Army, Korea, overseas in Korea.
for how long?
You know what? 14 months. So a year and 2 months.
That's it.
Yeah, that's so when you're drafted, it's usually a year.
So he didn't voluntarily go in.
No, that was part of the draft.
Oh, okay.
In 50, he got drafted. He got his papers in 57.
And why didn't he reenlist? I'm curious.
Well, they wanted him to. They wanted him to enlist. They were going to promote him to sergeant. He was a great, great soldier. But
Yeah.
my dad, when he got drafted in March of 58, my mom was pregnant with their first child. So he wasn't there for the birth of my sister. So then when he got out in 61, he came, had to leave, and then 61, and then he got called back out a year later for the Berlin crisis. He was really, he was already a family. He was raising a family. You know what I mean? So he was raising a family. I said.
I'm listening to you.
Looking and reading.
I'm listening, looking at
Anyway,
comments.
Thank you, Chris.
So sensitive.
Anyway, well, I don't do that to you. I'm like looking at you. I'm all in, dude. When you're talking, I don't look down until I start talking.
I have to practice doing that better.
Yeah, because you're going way too long. Something's not. I feel like you're texting or something.
I'm not texting.
Right.
Mandy has you thinking that I'm texting. I'm not texting.
All right. Yes, he did. Yeah, replying to yeah. I looked back at the smog, Renee. Okay, because I was looking at the screen, our screen, and then I turned around thinking I was going to see that.
Oh, jeez. But
then I was going to see the smog, and then the. All right. Anyway, my dad's a veteran.
So here's what's interesting.
Renee.
Did you ever think to enlist in the military?
Oh, I was all in, dude. I was going to go to the Marines. Was my first choice when I was in high school.
But did the drugs keep you from doing that, or?
I don't even know. Anyway, if anything, it was the drinking. But no, here's the deal, dude. My dad told me something when I was, I had some of these, like, I had posters of Marines and things like that. Although I might have ultimately gone in the Army just to do what my dad did.
Uh-huh.
But I remember my dad said something to me because, I was, man, dude, and that's when the physical test would have been a breeze for me at that time, okay? This is when I was lifting. This is when I was pumping iron. This is when I was I was a physical prowess, okay? And don't make me post the pics. Don't make me post the pics.
Okay, Johnny.
All right. Anyway, and doing 20 pull-ups at the time was like a piece of cake for me to do. 70 sit-ups in a minute was like nothing. Okay, so obviously, and how my run. Let's not get into how good of a cross-country runner I was. All right.
Yeah,
anyway,
you probably would have been doing a lot of running in the other direction. Hey, they're coming.
Who's that? Me? I get an accent when I join the service.
Yeah, you get an accent.
Hey, man, did you guys see we got fire coming from there? We need backup. Hey, anybody hear me? We need backup. Anyway, suddenly I have an accent when I join the service. All right, I'll tell you what kept me out.
Penny's saying you could run fast too.
Ooh, she knows. I had that rare combo, distance and speed. Come at me.
What was the percentage of black people in your school?
I don't know, like 93.
What do you mean? 93%?
I just wanted to see you.
I'm just curious, Johnny. What was the percentage?
I love seeing that.
What was the
I love to watch the 30-inch wheels spinning in your head.
What was the percentage of black people in your school? Honestly.
That's a good question, dude. I would say, I don't know, 20, 25%? 25% probably.
What was it predominantly?
Whites and Portuguese.
Whites, Portuguese.
And then Hispanic and blacks.
So the smallest population was.
I'd say the Hispanics and black population there was probably about pretty even. I think it was 25, 30%. It's different now, but you know what? I'm going to try to find out. Because I want to know. But you got to
Hey,
remember,
Chris,
I'm not talking about. I wasn't a sprinter. The black dudes.
Oh,
were
I know,
doing
I
all the
know,
sprinting.
I know you were. I know you weren't a sprinter.
Oh, really? Funny,
Yeah.
because somebody played tailback in Pop Warner too.
Pop Warner.
Well, there were black guys on the team, and how come I was the tailback? Anyway,
Chris, could you Google black population in Tulare?
well, we gotta figure out a different. I'll figure it out. I'll find out.
I'm
I'll
just
print it
curious
out.
of what it is right now.
Oh, then what it is right now would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah.
It says it's 61.3% Hispanic, and then 31.2% white, and then 3.16% black or African American.
That's what I
Wait,
thought.
what year is that?
Three-
I didn't say 1955.
3.1% black.
In Tulare?
Yeah.
From what year?
I don't know. This is from Data USA.
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about this on future shows.
It might have changed. Maybe there's more moved out since you left.
Oh, maybe. Hey, do me a favor. Check Visalia, California. Visalia. Then that would be interesting. I wonder. Oh, that's low, man.
Well, Johnny,
But yet
I've
it's
worked
weird
in those
because my
areas
dad grew. There was. I mean, maybe just because
of who
the
your family
area-
interacted
yeah,
with.
maybe. Wow.
But
I'm
that's-
really shocked. I'm
but-
really shocked.
As a black person, black people can relate to this. When we go to areas like it's like you can immediately know, like, oh, there aren't a lot of, black people that live in this area. You can tell whenever I've gone to, when I've done quote unquote black shows in Fresno and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there is a population. There's there, but when you go to stores and when you drive around, you go to the mall, you can kind of get an idea of what the demo of the city is.
Yeah.
And I've
Okay.
just never I'm not saying I went to those areas and never saw any black people. I'm not saying that, but it wasn't a lot. I never really saw a lot of black people when I was in those areas.
In the San Joaquin Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And I have black friends from those areas, just so you know, but
Yeah.
there's just never been a large demo.
Yeah. Even Penny sent. Yeah. 3 point. What about Visalia?
4.57.
What? Well then.
Yeah, dude.
Well then, you know what? Literally, all my black friends were all the black people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it
except
happens
for the
sometimes.
West Side. But yeah, once. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we want to listen. This is Veterans Week, and we just wanted to acknowledge all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service, and those serving as well, of course, who will
Yeah.
become veterans at some point. And I got a lot of family in the military.
And we'll talk more about it next week after Veterans Day.
We can do it afterwards. Yeah.
We'll talk more about it.
And we'll do that.
Yeah.
And this was fun, dude.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get a chance to ask you about your finger. I just saw your finger right now.
Dude.
I had no.
Oh,
First of all, it looks like you made the splinter
I did. I did make this split.
out of those long matches.
Dude.
What are those
I
two
was like,
sticks?
just to hold it in
No,
place until the
what
split-
are they?
Incense. Incense.
Oh,
Hey, man.
he's got incense and splints,
It's splints, man. And it worked. It works.
and it smells fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm very calm now, dude. You know what's funny? You could go like this, and you can just burn the top and like that.
My finger can't even do that.
Oh, you can't bend it.
Yeah, dude. Whew.
You didn't even tell you. This guy tells me nothing about his
You've
life.
been sick and
I
you've been
tell
gone.
him everything about me all the time.
Oh my god.
This dude, I have to find out about stuff with this guy.
Hi, Nino, Johnny. Hi, Nino.
She doesn't talk like that at all. And matter of fact, she's half Portuguese.
Jeez, man.
She was a
You're
Mendonça.
so sensitive.
Hi, T, Crystal.
You
Did you hear that?
You pick and
Hi,
choose.
Nino. Is that my Nino? He's on the YouTube or the Facebook. Hi, Nino. ¿Cómo estás, Nino? Oh my God, really? But yet I can't do a black voice, even if the person was black. I'll go. I ran into this black dude, and then I do him. And
But
then
you go, say motherfucker. Every black dude starts off with say motherfucker.
Oh God! How about you early? Come on, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do, motherfucker? You gonna let him talk to you? Your eyes even got big. You did the big eye thing.
Oh no, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
I'm gonna show you the video.
Whatever, man.
Anyway, hi Crystal, love you.
Hey,
All right.
Crystal.
That's my godchild, dude.
Have I
That's
met
what
Crystal?
Nino. That's what. No, you haven't met Crystal.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hey, Crystal.
That's what Nino. Nino. It's short for Patrino, so we say Nino and Nina. All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny how you pick and choose when you want to be Mexican. Unbelievable. Anyway, thank you guys for listening and watching.
Picking shoes? I never pick his shoes. We don't have any shoes here. That's not what I meant. I meant shoes. Pick his shoes, not choose.
Picking shoes?
I said pick his shoes, not pick my shoes. Wait, you're getting them backwards. What? I'm going to pick his shoes, but I'm going to pick my shoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
Anyway,
that's
fun podcast. This was fun.
This is Johnny Sanchez, man. Hey, and be good to each other, man. Don't be killing each other over damn chicken sandwiches.
And if somebody cuts in line, just, you know where you go? You
call
go,
the manager.
Call the manager.
Call the manager.
Go
Call
white
the police.
is going to be all right. Go white is going to be all right.
Thank you guys for listening. This is the best of everything with Ruben Paul.
Johnny Sanchez.
All right, we out.
Ruby Mother and Tuesdays.
This show is all about diversity and bringing everyone together. You never know who you're going to see at Ruby Tuesdays.